It's all about who your surroundings are. We gotta change our surroundings. We can't run with the big dogs no more. The big dogs ain't showing us the way. Look at the big dogs. What the big dogs doing? The OGs. Because guess what? They sending little brothers like yourselves on missions. Look, bring my money back, and guess what? If you don't bring that money back, shit, he might pop holes in you. But that's the lifestyle that we going down. Why? We got to start looking up to the godly men that's teaching the Bible the correct way. Not in the Christian church. The brothers that you see on the street corners, because guess what? You see, I'm able to relate to y'all, brother. Because we come from the same hoods. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new. This stuff been going on. I'm old enough to be y'all big brother. You know what I'm saying? 27 years old. So guess what? I seen the stuff that y'all seen.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Most High in Christ bless. Why do you subscribe? IUIC New Orleans, subscribe. Go to our YouTube page. Help us to grow. Comment, like, share. What's going on? Make it happen.
If nigga kill my partner, guess what? I feel some type of way. Nigga close to me, you know what I'm saying? Even if he kill my brother, I gotta go ride, right? That's how we was brought up. That's how we was taught. But is that right? It's not right, right? Because think about it, right? When they're Dirk in jail for? Guess what? For retaliation. Trying to go ride on a nigga that killed King Vine, or put a hit out for Quando Rondo, right? And what happened with Quando Rondo cousin, Lil Pop? He dead. That's what happened. Now they trying to, the feds, they trying to conspire up all of this evidence against Dirk for retaliation. What's going on? But hold on, let me finish this point with the brother with retaliation, right? That goes to show you that it's not right. The retaliation, we can't think like that. But watch this. Read this.
Romans 12 verse 17.
Read.
Recompense to no man evil for evil.
God says recompense no man evil for evil. Guess what? If a nigga killed my brother, was my brother living like that? Was he living wrong? Was he in gangs? Was he doing all of that? Is you in that lifestyle too? Because guess what? That's what's bound to happen when you're in that lifestyle. But we can't think like that. We can't go evil for evil with our own brothers. That's how we end up in jail. That's how we end up in dead in the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. We can't roll like that. Watch this. Read on.
Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Provide things honest in the sight of all men. You're not going to end up in a situation like Dirk if you don't do that. Read.
If it be possible, as much as...
It says, if it be possible. That's if it be possible. Read.
As much as like in you.
Read.
Live peaceably with all men.
That's how we got to live. We got to live peaceably with each other. That's how we going to build our community. By living peaceful. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that, because guess what? We gon' forever kill each other. It's bad. I'm pretty sure you probably got partners, you know what I'm saying, that got whacked. You two probably got partners that got whacked. Guess what? I can just start naming the brothers that I know that got killed. Why? All of this for what? Your life not worth it, bro. The situation not worth it, right? To lose your life. What you got?
So, okay, so for people
hold on, that answers your question, right? What you got?
Okay, so for people who want to, start taking a better direction on things and trying to change, those type of actions and habits, what's a good start? What's a way to start, changing your mindset on how you handle it? Because I know you can say it, but yeah.
Easier said than done, right? Watch this. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. It's easier said than done, right? I'm going to tell you the first principles. With a lot of us young brothers, how old are you? How old are you? 21, 17. What we tend to do is get involved by peer pressure, the influence that's around us. That's how we tend to get involved. Well, watch this. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation thou desire.
Because here's the thing, right? The white man, he wants us at odds, right? The white man, he wants us at odds. But God says we have to gather together. We have to come together, not in gangs, GDs, vice lords, bloods, crips. Not in that. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that's in New Orleans trying to claim blood. Where bloods and crips even originated. Way in California. Brothers don't know a damn thing about bloods and crips, but won't claim it. For what? For a name? You willing to lose your life for a name. But guess what? If you gather yourselves around brothers that teach this Bible, that believe in this Bible, that do what God says, how you think you gonna turn out? You smoke weed? How you started?
So boom. When my brother died, I was like 14.
If you don't mind speaking on the
My
mic.
brother died, I was like 14. And ever since then, yeah, it was cool.
Now, you too. You smoke weed too, right? I know you smoke weed, right? How did you start?
Older brothers and older cousins.
Right. So you started by the death of your brother. Did your brother smoke weed?
I don't think so.
Did you have older cousins that smoke weed? And you, by you having older brothers, they push that amongst y'all. Just like the same instance, just like you get clowned for being a virgin. Why?
You hit me with that.
You get clowned for being a virgin. Why? Just like, hey, you hang around the big brothers, they smoking weed, what you think you gonna start doing? But guess what? If you around brothers that teach the Bible, that believe in the Bible, what you gonna start doing? It's all about who your surroundings are. We gotta change our surroundings. We can't run with the big dogs no more. The big dogs ain't showing us the way. Look at the big dogs, what the big dogs doing, the OGs. Because guess what? They sending little brothers like yourselves on missions. Look, bring my money back, and guess what? If you don't bring that money back, shit, he might pop holes in you. But that's the lifestyle that we going down. Why? We got to start looking up to the godly men that's teaching the Bible the correct way, not in the Christian church. The brothers that you see on the street corners, because guess what? You see, I'm able to relate to y'all brothers, because we come from the same hoods. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new. This stuff been going on. I'm old enough to be y'all big brother. You know what I'm saying? 27 years old, so guess what? I seen the stuff that y'all seen. You know what I'm saying? By the way, sorry about your brother's passing, because guess what? That's trauma that we deal with. That's trauma that we deal with on a normal. And you know what else? What kind of music you listen to?
I listen to rap music.
Rap music, right?
I listen to all kind of music, to be honest.
Let me ask you, I'm gonna deal with rap, right? You listen to rap too, right? What rappers?
I listen to lyrics.
I just say all mainstream, I guess.
I listen to
All mainstream. You listen to Dirt.
Yeah, I recently just learned about how
Exactly. That's another factor of how you can start changing. Because what the music industry is doing, who run those record labels? Exactly. All Caucasians. These the brothers that's running, these the men that's running Universal Records, Atlanta Records,
prisons at the same time.
and the prisons. So guess what? Okay, we're gonna push the gun violence amongst them. We're gonna push the weed that's amongst them. And guess what? We gonna collect once we lock them niggas up. That's the cycle that we are in. But as young men, young Israelite men, I'm not gonna call y'all young black men, because guess what? Black is another word. They will call you a young nigga. If they see you out, they're gonna call you a young nigga. It is what it is. But we gotta change the way we think now. Like you asked a great question. How can we start? this is the starting point right here. Start coming around your brothers. And we're going to get y'all contact information because I love to do that because we want to build with you brothers.
Right.
We're not out here just teaching just on a mic and we lose connection, we lose contact. Nah, we gotta build, bro. We trying to pull y'all away from that street life.
Right.
So you don't end up on a t-shirt.
Right.
So you don't end up on an obituary. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? And it hurts because when we lose somebody that's close to us, we feel that pain. We feel that anger. And we have nothing to cope with but with the weed. We have nothing to cope with but the drinks. So we try to find that numb to that pain. But this is how we gotta heal. We gotta heal with each other because we trying to connect. We trying to connect. We gotta build, brothers. And this is how you start, by building our nation, grabbing young brothers like yourselves. We need y'all brothers to come out that street life. Guess what? If both of y'all repent and change y'all life away, that's a less amount of heads inside of the prisons. A less amount of the brothers that's in the dirt. Guess what? Like I said, sorry for the passing of your brother, because that's hard. I've lost brothers that's close. But we getting over that pain, bro. Give me Sirach chapter 38. Start at verse 16. We getting over that pain, bro. Because all of the brothers you see that surround you, even the baby mothers, this is what we suffering from. Here in the East, we suffering from fathers not being there. We're suffering from getting raised by single mothers. Your mother was single? Guess what? My mother was single too. But guess what? This is how we gotta overcome. Because the minute, like, I got married at 20 years old, my kids ain't gotta go through that. They ain't gotta go through father not being there. No, because they got their daddy. And they gotta be the same way for you brothers. Don't go just having sex, just knocking up little chicks. We gotta change, bro. Read that.
Sirach to the 38 and verse 16.
Read.
My son, let tears fall down over the dead.
The Bible says let tears fall down over the dead, right? You lost brothers that's close to you? Due to what? Gang violence? Gun violence? Hatred? Said, let tears fall down over the dead, right? It's okay to weep for your brother, cry for your brother. But watch this, read on.
And begin to lament,
Read.
as if thou hadst suffered great harm thyself.
Because when your brother died, when the brothers died that was close to you, you felt that. Just like I felt that. We gotta stop the gun violence here in the East. We gotta stop that. We gotta change. You don't see the older men looking after you young brothers no more. Y'all brothers just running up and down the streets. We was running up and down the streets. Ain't nobody there to help us. Ain't no leaders there to help us. Read.
And then cover his body according to the custom.
Read.
And neglect not his burial.
Read on.
Weep bitterly.
Now, I'm gonna show you something, brother. I got you. I'm gonna show you something too, right? Because you see the brother 17. Pull out black and mild, right? This is how we try to cope with our pain. I know, because guess what? Here is the thing. Drop that. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Here is the thing. We gotta change. And you ask a great question. How do we start? I got you, bro. His mama called it, but I'm gonna deal with you, bro. Read that. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Read.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
God says you are the temple. The temple is not some building. Your body is the temple. Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Guess what? The Spirit of God is trying to dwell in you. The Spirit of God is trying to dwell in this brother. Read.
If any man defile the temple of God,
How you defile your temple? By putting bad things in it, right? Like for an example, the Arabs that run time saving. This is their temple. Guess what? If I burn this building down, right? With all of them people in it. Would you go run in there and try to save everybody? If you did, if you went in there, all of that smoke goes into you, what would happen?
That would choke.
Exactly. Because smoke is not supposed to go in your body. That's common sense. But we don't think of it like that because of the influences that surround us. So we think smoking is cool. But when have smoke ever been good to go in your body? It's not made. Why you think when you take the first puff of that weed, what happens? You start coughing because your body naturally rejects it. It's not made to go in your body. We gotta change, even Black and Miles. We gotta change that. Read.
Him shall God destroy.
God says he's gonna destroy you. How can God destroy you? With the Black and Miles. How can God destroy you? Cancer. Throat cancer. How can God destroy you by weed? Guess what? You got a weed man that you go get your weed from? If you got a weed man, they go, who's to say when you call your weed man, your weed man don't set you up? He can have the cops over, he could be working with the feds. You don't know. But guess what? What if he lace your weed? What if he lace your weed? That's why we gotta change, because God will destroy you for that. I know brothers that got their weed laced. You know what they did after their weed was laced? When they shot up their grandma's house. Their grandmother's house. Because his weed was laced. Now he's still in jail. And guess what? He was shooting at his baby mother that was in his house. That's the trauma that we go through in our communities. It's time to change that. Like that Black and Miles. It's time to change that. You want to change, right? Then you got to change. If you ready to change, you will throw that Black and Mile away. Throw it away right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's real change. That's real change. If you ready to change, throw that vape away. If you ready to change. If you ready to change, throw that vape away. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all brothers is ready to change. So now, let's begin the building. We need y'all contact information, because guess what? We are out here to change your mind. Reform your mind goes back into the question that you had. How do we start? You got to get around these brothers. You got to get around us. We are right here in the East, bro. Our school going to be opening up soon. We are right here in the East. Where y'all live at? In these apartments? Y'all, guess what? We ain't far away. We right off of Reed. We ain't far away. So we going to be here. We going to be here, and we need y'all brothers' support and help. Because we building young brothers like yourselves to be kings, not to be niggas. Leviticus 13 in chapter 30. Watch this, bro. And I got you, because you know this is y'all hair texture. This is a black man's style. You know that, right?
Yo, what's up?
This is the black man's style. Now you, my brother, I want to point something out to you. How you doing, my older brother?
Right.
Let me ask you a question, big bro.
Talk to me.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Talk to me.
What kind of hair King Solomon had?
Yeah, black hair.
He had black hair. Ooh, I like that. He had black hair. Because what's the natural hair of a black man?
It's like a wool.
It's like a wool. But guess what? Your head bald. Did you shave it? You didn't shave it?
God took it out.
God took it out? I
Yeah.
got you. You forehead bald. Watch this. Read this, my brother.
Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 30.
We are out here to build with you older brothers as well. Because you older brothers got to teach young brothers like this.
My brother.
Hold on. Let me finish this point real quick. Read that.
Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin,
Read.
and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
A yellow is French word for blonde. Our hair color, right? It was a plague back then.
Right.
Watch this. Read on.
Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
That hair color, it's unclean. Watch this though. Read on.
It is a dry skull,
Read.
even a leprosy upon the head or beard.
It's a leprosy. It's a disease. Read.
And if the priest look on the plague of the skull, and behold, it be not in sight deeper than the skin,
You look on your head if it's inside deeper than the skin, right? Read.
and that there is no black hair
If
in it,
there is no what?
There is no black hair in
If there is no what?
no black hair.
Your hair, our natural hair texture was black. That's why when if your hair was another color, which was blonde, and you come back to the priest and there is no black hair in it, you're unclean. You gotta get that back black, bro.
That's right.
You gotta get that back black. Watch this, Song of Solomon 5:11. You gotta get that back black. Watch this, OG, because guess what? You as the OG, you gotta teach these young brothers this. Right? Watch this, Song of Solomon 5:11. You got it? Because this is how we change. You ask how to start. This is how you start. And guess what? You only gonna be provoked by our influence. Not by the influence of drugs. Not by the influence of vape. Not by the influence of black and mild. But how by the influence? Read.
Song of Solomon chapter 5 verse 11.
Read.
His head is as the most fine gold.
This is King Solomon. He said his hairs was as the most fine gold. Let's see how the texture of his hair. Read.
His locks.
His what?
His locks.
This is King Solomon, King David's son.
That's right.
His locks.
Read. Are bushy.
Or what?
Are bushy.
This is a black man.
That's right.
Read.
And black.
And what?
And black.
And what?
And black.
You gotta dye that back black.
That's right.
King Solomon had black hair. This is how we change, big bro. This is how we change. Your pastor ain't doing this. I'm gonna be real with you. Your pastor, as a young man to an older brother, the pastors, they failed our young men like this. They not coming out to the streets and teaching our young brothers the truth. What they doing? Sitting behind the pulpit, trying to collect money, live off the congregation. We gotta change that, young brothers. We have to change that. This is how you start changing, bro. This is how you start changing. Because here it is, right? If you change your surroundings, you ain't gotta be by yourself no more. You're not alone. You're not alone to deal with your pain. You're not alone to deal with your pain. We go through the same thing. Hosea 5:15. We go through the same thing as brothers. Because one thing that the white man has done was to destroy us as young men. They destroyed us. They called us YNs. No, y'all are YKs. Supposed to be YKs. You know what YK stand for? Young king. You supposed to be a young king. But guess what? We not moving like young kings. We the sons of David. We the sons of Moses. These is black men. This is who we the sons of. We gotta change, bros. Read.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 10.
Read.
The princes of Judah.
The what?
The princes of Judah.
The princes of Judah. Who Judah is? American blacks. The princes of Judah. Y'all are young princes. Read.
Were like them that removed the bound. Therefore, I will pour out my wrath upon...
Hosea 5:15.
Verse 15.
Read.
I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
He said, Judah, right? He said, I'm going to hide my face from y'all. I'm going back to my place. This is God speaking. I'm going back to my place until they do what? Read.
And seek my face.
Y'all got to start seeking his face. And that's why you got your brothers out here to help you. We lending a helping hand. This ain't on no fairy tale thing. This ain't no fiction. We building our communities. We building our young brothers. Because I was once in y'all shoes. That's why I'm able to relate to y'all brothers.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in